My name's Jonathan Howe. I am the Business Director for Security and Risk for Becker, which is a large New Zealand-based engineering company. It also has a presence throughout Asia Pacific. In recent, over the last 12 months, we've been working extensively with the Department of Home Affairs to design and test the assurance framework for the SOCI Act. So during my presentation, I'll be joined by a member of the SISC team from the Department of Home Affairs, and collectively working together, we will be discussing three primary topics. Number one, the journey so far. Well, as we all know, the journey really commenced proper in 2018 when the SOCI Act was passed by Parliament. In those intervening years, the Department of Home Affairs have been working with representatives from a range of different industries to design and understand how, in practice, the SOCI Act can work to fulfill its intended purposes, and that is to increase the security of critical infrastructure across Australia. More recently, the Department of Home Affairs has moved more into that regulatory stance and are now looking for some assurance to be able to provide government confidence that various entities that are classed as requiring compliance with SOCI Act do so. So, started in 2024, a program of a pilot test program, I should say, was launched, and that involved a number of entities from different industries to test their not only compliance with the SOCI Act, but also the adequacy of their compliance. Adequacy being the key word. So this is not just a simple tick box exercise. This is the Department of Home Affairs seeking genuine assurance that those who are identified as entities requiring compliance with the SOCI Act do indeed do so in a meaningful manner. Number two on our agenda is lessons learned. And there's been a number of different lessons learned from the different sectors. The first being that actually each sector is a little bit unique. So a major lesson learned is there's an awful lot of power with entities coming from the same sector, be it transport or education or health, actually coming together and sharing best practice is possible even in a competitive environment. So that's lesson number one, the strength in unity, the strength in sharing best practice within sectors. Number two is actually lots of people are already doing a great job. And in many cases, this is about recognizing what you're currently doing and understanding how that is a part of SOCI compliance already, so that you put all reasonable effort that's required for compliance and you're not creating unnecessary work. So it's all about what's proportional to managing the risk profile of your particular entity. So big lesson learned. Those people are doing great stuff already. First step is really understand what that great stuff that you're already doing actually is, so that they don't duplicate effort. Other lessons learned are there's some real win-wins out there. So if done correctly, compliance with SOCI Act may result in entities undertaking various physical works, but that can also be really good for the entity's resilience. So this isn't just about doing things just to be compliant and increase security. It's also an opportunity to increase both security and resilience of an operational output of an entity. An example of that may be realizing that good security means moving some critical infrastructure to a second floor of a building where it's more secure. But at the same time, of course, that gives it resilience against flooding and other natural hazards. So lesson learned, there's win-wins available. And off the back of that win-win available lesson learned is the fact that we need to be thinking about both natural hazards and man-made hazards. So it's the all-hazard approach to be compliant to the SOCI Act. Without a doubt, the most important thing we're going to be discussing at the conference is